Hi everyone, this is reading, day 1, unit 2. So your teacher should have given you new reading books for unit 2. So you should have a smaller one and a little bigger one. And it should have a lizard on the front. Today you're going to need reading, writing workshop. It's the shorter one, okay? And we're going to be learning about our community. Our community. So what is a community? A community is where you live. If you live in town, you have a community. It can also be broken down. So if you live in town, it's a big community, but it can also be broken down more into like a section of your town. That's your community or your neighborhood, okay? So we're going to start with the oral vocabulary cards. And this is called Jobs Around Town. Jobs Around Town. What jobs need to be done in your community? How do the people who have those jobs help the community? So if we look at the picture, they're drawing blueprints for some kind of a structure. Maybe it's a house or a garage. I can't really tell here. But we have construction workers, right? That build things for us. Think about the town you live in. Who helps to keep the community safe and clean? The city workers, the police officers. Who makes the buildings you live and work in? Construction workers. And the people that make the ideas for the buildings. The architects. Who can help you find books and learn new things? Librarians and teachers. Many people do these jobs. Construction workers help your community by building houses, schools, stores, and offices, which every community needs those things. There are many different kinds of workers on a construction site. There are workers who prepare the site. That means the job place, the place of the job. They may operate a truck that digs a big hole in the ground where the building will go. They may mix concrete in a big mixer for the building's foundation. That means like the floor. And if it has a basement, the basement foundation. There are also workers who put up walls, doors, and windows. Still other workers put the wires into a building so it will have electricity. When all the construction workers are finished with their jobs, the building is ready for people to live and work and play in. Okay, so what is a community? It's a group of people who live, work, or play together. If you are out in your community, you probably know quite a few of those workers and people. You probably see them at least every week and maybe every day. Your postman or your postwoman who delivers your mail, that's a community worker. Okay? And construction workers are workers that build things in your community. And a construction site means the job place where they are building. Okay? So jobs around town. Perhaps you see some buildings being built in your town. It's astonishing how much garbage people throw away. What do you think astonishing means? Very surprising. It's very surprising how much garbage people throw away. They toss food scraps, paper, plastic, and other things. Garbage collectors help the community by taking all that garbage away. Usually, a driver drives the big garbage truck, and a garbage collector travels on the truck. Either the collector or a machine picks up the garbage and dumps it into the truck. This truck crushes the garbage to make it smaller. Then there's room in the truck for more garbage. So there's a machine that crushes the garbage to make it smaller so they can fit more in the truck. What happens to the trash? Some of it is buried in the earth. Some of it is burned. Some of it is recycled. That's a great thing to do, isn't it? Recycle. Take something used and make it new again. Many things made of paper, glass, or plastic can be recycled. People put their recycling materials out in boxes or bags. Apart from the other garbage, recycled material can be used again. It's very good to recycle things so that trash doesn't go into the earth. Have you ever seen an ambulance driving down the street? Inside the ambulance are EMTs. That stands for Emergency Medical Technicians. People in this occupation do a very important job in the community. Occupation is a big, long word for career or job. So when you get older, if someone says, "What's your occupation?" you're going to tell them what you do for a living or what you do for your job. People in this occupation do a very important job in the community. When people hurt themselves or get sick, they call a special phone number. Usually it's 911, right? The operator who answers the phone sends an EMT, an emergency medical technician, to the house to care for the person. EMTs perform a special kind of aid called CPR to help people with their breathing. They help people who fell down to get up. They put bandages on injuries. EMTs bring some sick people to the hospital in an ambulance. First, they put the person on a special bed on wheels. Then they move the bed into the ambulance. Inside the ambulance, EMTs keep supplies, such as bandages and medicine. They keep important equipment in the ambulance, too. A stethoscope is one piece of equipment that an EMT uses. A thermometer is another. So a stethoscope is the thing that doctors wear around their neck and has a little metal circle, and they put it up to your heart to listen, or your lungs. Okay? So equipment means all the special things a person needs in order to do something. So firemen have equipment, doctors have equipment. Firemen would be like a helmet and an axe and a hose. You can also have sports equipment. So if you play baseball, you would need a hat, a helmet, a bat, maybe batting gloves, a baseball glove or mitt. Okay? So equipment, important things people need in order to do something. So all the workers we've talked about so far are in your community. Your community even has a place where you can hear stories, find facts, and borrow books and movies. You can go to the library for all of these things. A library has many books, but fortunately, librarians are there to help. Librarians help readers pick out the books that are best for them. Just visit the librarian's desk and he or she will offer to find fascinating books about any subject you like. If you love dinosaurs, the librarian will make finding a dinosaur book easy. So fascinating means very exciting and interesting. Like you're really curious as to what you're going to learn about in those books. What else do librarians do? They decide which books, magazines, and movies to buy for the library. They make sure all the books in the library are in order. Librarians use a special system to keep the books in order. Each book has a special number that tells you what the type of book is. These numbers help you tell if a book is about art, rocks, birds, or different subjects. What other jobs are in your community? Look around. You will see all kinds of people helping to make your community a good place to live. Another word I want to talk about is citizen. You are a citizen of your community. Our job at Mabel Woolsey is to help make you a good citizen when you get older. A good, responsible, respectful citizen when you get older. That's one of our goals. Make you a productive member of society, okay, or of the community. Okay, so let's retell those cards just to make sure we understand it. So retelling helps us to understand the story. So in the first card, we talked about construction workers, and they build things for the community. Then we talked about garbage collectors, and that they are very important too. They pick up the trash, take it and either have it recycled or put in the ground. Okay, that was 2. We talked about the ambulance, the EMT workers, very important. They get to your house and they can save your life. And then the last thing that the story talked about were librarians. They help us get fascinating books. Okay, so we retold those so everybody can understand it. And now we're going to look up here at this poem. Our community. Get a little closer. On my street, houses standing in a row. So if you live in town, your houses are in a row. One of them is mine. I know. Those are rhyming words. The end of row and the end of know sound alike. They're also spelled the same, but rhyming words don't have to be spelled the same, but they do have to sound the same at the end. Houses standing in a row, one of them is mine, I know. Many families on one street, each with friends, it's fun to meet. Street rhymes with, you got it, meet. Both of those words end with the same sound. Eat, eat. So there are all kinds of families on one street, and they're usually all friends. Everywhere I look, I see this neighborhood is home to me. See, me. Right? See rhymes with me. Do you notice where the rhyming words are in this poem? They're at the end. They're at the end of the stanzas or the end of the lines. They're at the ends of the lines. Rhyming word, rhyming word, rhyming word, rhyming word, rhyming word, rhyming word. So the rhyming words are, it keeps touching that, are usually at the end of not each line, sometimes, but maybe every other line. Depends on how the poem is set up. Okay? So, community. houses in a row, like in town. One of them is mine. Families on the street, friends with people you meet. Everywhere I look, I see this neighborhood is home to me. A neighborhood should make you feel at home. You know people there, and you like being there. You enjoy being there. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about is communities. Okay, we're going to start off by talking about jobs at work. At work. What jobs need to be done in a community? Okay, well, we talked about what? Librarians, construction workers, garbage people to keep our city clean. We can talk about grocery workers, because he has a very important job, doesn't he? Helps keep the food clean, throws out the rotted food so we don't eat it, and also sells the food, provides food to us. So if we didn't have a grocery store nearby, we might be in trouble. We might have to, we wouldn't have food to eat, would we? Unless we grew our own. Okay? So he works at a grocery store. We need to have workers at the grocery store so we can get our food. Let's look at this teaching chart here. What we are going to write down is, in the middle, why does this job need to be done? Just watch me. Why does this job need to be done? It's a question, so I'm going to add a question mark. So this is our main topic, or our main question. So we're going to answer it with 3 answers. Why does this job need to be done? The man at the grocery store, why does that job need to be done? Okay, so they get the shipment of food in, they clean the food, because they're in a fruit stand, or a fruit part of the store, and veggie part, those get washed, and they throw out the old food so we don't accidentally buy it. And if it weren't for the grocery store workers, we wouldn't have food. So the stores or the workers provide food, or they sell it to us. Okay? So grocery store workers are very important people in the community. So in the community, there are all kinds of jobs that are very important, and we respect those people that work in our community. Okay? All right, now we're going to read. Actually, now I want to do a video.
Jobs around town. What jobs need to be done in a community? Every day, there are jobs that people do all over town. Your bus driver brings you to school. At school, your teachers and coaches, the librarians, the school nurse, and the principal all help you learn and play safely. Sanitation workers take away our trash, and construction workers build our roads. Mail carriers bring us our mail, while police officers and firefighters help keep us and our homes safe. After school, a crossing guard may help you cross a busy street. All around town, community workers have important jobs to do.
Okay, so what kind of workers did you see in that video? Mailman, postal workers, the people that bring your mail, right? Sanitation workers, they talked about firemen and police officers, school crossing guards. All of those jobs are so important in a community. Okay, so that's what this whole unit is going to be about, is community, or this whole week. Now we're going to go to a big book. So all you're going to need to do is watch and listen. Millie waits for the mail. Millie waits for the mail is the title of this story. It's by Alexander Steffensmeyer. And in this book, we are going to make predictions. Millie waits for the mail. Millie is a cow, I think. Every morning while being milked, Millie stared out of the farmyard. Yep, Millie's the cow. What do you think she's waiting on? Well, think about the title, right? She's looking for the mailman or mail lady. This was her favorite time of day because there was something Millie loved more than anything else. Look at the picture. That is a busy place, isn't it? Farms are a busy place. She's not looking for the mail. She likes to scare the mail carrier or the postman. Her favorite thing is scaring the mail carrier. How do you think she scares them? Can't you just picture that? Moo! She comes out of the bushes. That would scare me. Do you see these dots right here? Those are called ellipses. And when you see those when you're reading, it means you need to pause for a little while. Her favorite thing was scaring the mail carrier. And then we paused. And chasing him off the farm. Yep, she's chasing him right out of there. Look at his face. He does look really scared in that picture, doesn't he? Okay, so let's make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen the next day? Do you think Millie's going to scare him off the farm again? Okay. Prediction means thinking ahead in the story. What do you think is going to happen next? We make predictions because they help us understand the story. They help us make connections with the story. Every day, Millie searched for a new hiding place. She's hiding with the pigs. And down here, she's hiding in the pots and the plants. On the days the farmer didn't get any mail, Millie felt so let down. Because we don't get mail on holidays or on Sundays, right? So she felt so let down. For some reason, she just loved to scare that mailman. What do you think let down means? Yep, she felt so sad. The farmer didn't share Millie's idea of fun. The farmer did not think it was funny. All of her packages arrived broken. Why do you think they arrived broken? What do you think the mail carrier did when he got scared? What would you do if you got scared and you were holding something? Usually you drop it, right? Okay? So everything was broken. Millie had to be stopped. That cow had to be stopped so that mail wouldn't get broken, the packages or what was in them. And the mail carrier had terrible nightmares every night. He dreamed that when he went to the grocery store, that the cow was the cash register clerk. He also dreamed that he was driving them or that he was riding on the, is that the bus? That he was riding in a bus with them. I think that's what that picture is. So he had nightmares every night of Millie and the cows. What do you think's going to happen next? One morning, he finally had an idea. He's finally going to try to get it to where she doesn't scare him every day. Maybe if I bring the cow a package, he said to himself, she will like me. Let's predict. What do you think he's going to give her? What do you think he's going to give Millie the cow? What do cows like? Grass? I don't know what he's going to give her, but we can think about it. But he's going to give her something that he thinks she'll like so that she will like him and stop scaring him. The next day, Millie lay in wait. Just as she did every morning, she was hiding in the bathtub here. And Millie scared the mail carrier just as she did every morning. Oh, look, he's got her package all nicely wrapped up. That's enough, shouted the farmer. Look at that exclamation point. That's enough! Exclamation point means excited or angry, right? Chasing after Millie, who was chasing after the mail carrier, again, there are those 3 dots. There are those ellipses, so that means you pause. The mail carrier, again, stop right there! Stop right there! Exclamation. She's telling Millie, stop! Enough already, shouted the mail carrier too. This package is for you, you silly cow. Millie slid to a sudden stop. Oh, slid, that's consonant blend, SL, right? She had never received a package before. What on earth could it be? What kind of a sentence is that? What on earth could it be? That is a question, right? So it ends with a question mark. I love that picture, how she suddenly just slid and stopped. I can really picture that in my mind. The box bounced right past her and landed under the wheels of the farmer's tractor. Prediction. What do you think happened to that package? Did the farmer swerve and miss it, or did it get ruined? Oh no, yelled the farmer, but it was too late. The package was completely flattened. How do you think Millie feels? sad that her package was broken. Who else felt that way in the beginning of the story? The farmer, right? She didn't like her packages broken either. So now Millie kind of knows how the farmer feels, right? Millie's heart dropped and her feet went out from under her. She was so sad she could feel her heart dropping into her stomach. That's a bad feeling. And when she pulled herself up on wobbly knees, the mail carrier's bicycle looked a little different. "I'm ruined," sniffed the mail carrier. "How will I deliver the mail without my bicycle?" The bicycle got ruined. That's another question, so it has a question mark. How is he going to deliver the mail now? Prediction time. How do you think he's going to deliver the mail now? I don't know. My guess, I haven't read this whole thing. I am going to guess that he jumps on the cow's back, to deliver the mail. Maybe he borrows the tractor. What do you think? Now, every morning, Millie can't wait to finish her milking because there is something she loves more than anything else. What do you think it is? I don't think she scares the mailman anymore, do you? I don't know. I think she might help him. Delivering the mail. He's not on her back, but the chickens are, and they're helping to deliver the mail. And she's got her mail bags. Too cute. That was a very cute story. So in order to help us understand the story, we made predictions. We also we're going to go back and retell the story. Okay? So at first, Millie's favorite thing was scaring the mailman, and she would hide all the time. And then the mailman just started dropping the packages, and what happened then? Yeah, the packages were broken. So the farmer got angry, and then finally the mailman came up with an idea. Maybe if I give Millie the cow a present, she'll like me and she'll stop scaring me. And he did give her a present. And then he was going to give it to her, but she scared him again. And the package ran under the tractor, and the farmer ran right over it and squished it, and the bicycle got wrecked. So then the post carrier, the postman, didn't have any way to deliver the mail. And at the end of the story, now Millie's favorite thing is not scaring the mailman, but her favorite thing is now delivering the mail. So when we look back on a story, we tell what happened first, then next, and last. We do it in the sequence, and we want to make sure it makes sense to the person we're retelling it to or to ourselves. Okay? So retelling is very important, isn't it? So I feel sorry for that mailman because he's a big part of the community and he deserves to be treated with respect. And I finally think Millie respects him because she's helping him now and she quit scaring him. Okay, now we're going to do some high frequency word work here. And I might have to go.
Again.
Okay, high frequency words. Words that are going to be on your ring for this week. Again. Again. The A, you really don't hear it. It just sounds like again.
Again. A G A I N.
Again. Again. Let's think of a sentence that could be used in. Again. I will go to the park again. So again means like another time. You do something again. You do it more than once. Again. Okay, let's see what our next word is. Help.
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 H-E-L-P.
H-E-L-P. Help. 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 What kind of a sentence could we write? Let's see what they did.
Can you help fix this mess?
Can you help fix this mess? Okay, let's think of a sentence we could write. Help. Help. Help me. Because I fell. Exclamation. I put quotation marks too. Help me because I fell. Exclamation. Help. Again, help. New. New. This word means you have something new. Like, this is brand new, my shirt. It's really cute. Got it from Three Birds Designs here in town. It says bullets. It's really cute, super cute. It's brand new. Something new means you just got it. Spelling.
N-E-W.
E-W says ooh, new.
Will you help the new kid?
Will you help the new kid? That's a question, right? Let's go ahead and just write that one. Will you help the new, I'm going to put student. Student, and that's a question, so we want to make sure we end it with a question mark. Will you help the new student? You guys are so great about helping new students, always. There.
There. T-H-E-R-E.
There. There is ice cream in the freezer. Period. That's a telling statement. There means like there is something, or it can mean like over there is the window. There. Use. If we cover up the E, we have us. If we show the E, we have use. The E makes the U say you. use.
Use. U-S-E.
Please use an eraser instead of scratching out your answer. Please use an eraser. Period. Use. Okay, so those are all of our high frequency words. I'm going to write them again on the board. Okay, let's see if I can remember them. We had again, help, use, there, and new. Again, help, new, there, and you. Again, help, use, there, and new. Okay, those are the words you need to be able to read for Mrs. Wenzel this week. Okay? All right, let's go back. To this page, and now we're going to do a shared reading. This is in your reading writing workshop book. On page 14, the short book, the littler book, Reading Writing Workshop, on page 14. We're going to read this. What jobs need to be done in a community? Okay, we've already talked about several. Police officers, firefighters, construction workers, sanitation workers, teachers, librarians, okay, principals. Read about jobs that people do around town. Oh yes, mailmen or mail carriers. This is called Good Job, Ben. Ben and Mom head to town. There is a lot to see. There's our high frequency word, there. There's a lot to see. Ben and Mom will get on the bus. The driver stops on this block. Good job. There's a bus driver. That's a community worker. I bet a lot of those people ride that bus every day, so they really get to know that community worker, that bus driver. Ben and Mom cannot cross yet. Stop, stop! She can help them. Big job. She's got to take care of the kids and their safety, and so she's got a big job. There's our high frequency word, help. Stop, stop! Exclamation point, excitement. Big job. So, school crossing guards are workers in the community. Ben and Mom walk past. 6 men use a drill and fill cracks in the road. It will look new again. New again. Wet job, because sometimes they even work in the rain. So we've had bus driver, we've had school crossing guard, construction worker, baker in the bakery. Ben and Mom step in for bread. Ben sniffs. It smells good. Mom gets 10. Hot job. It's hot in there with all the ovens going. Hot job! Exclamation point. Ben and Mom get Jet. Jet licks Ben. The vet helped Jet get well quick. Pet job. So veterinarians are part of the community and the workers in the community. Pet job. Ben and Mom stop in the city for books. Ben can get help from Miss Glenn. Glad job. I'm seeing some consonant blends. Glenn, glad, G-L. Glad job. Librarians are so happy all the time and fun, and she's glad to help him find a book. What did Ben get? What has he read? Question, so question mark. Ben read books on jobs. Good job, Ben. Okay, in this story, as we went, we saw some of the different jobs in a community. Okay? A character is a person or animal in the story. The setting is where a story takes place. So our characters were Mom and Ben and the community workers. The setting is where a story takes place. The setting was the city. And the events are what happened in the story. And we were introduced to all the different workers in the story. Find the characters, a setting, and an event. Well, we just did that. Character, Mom and Ben, the setting was the city, and events are what happened. Okay, so here is a graph of that. The characters are Ben and Mom. At the bus stop is the setting. Events, they're going to town. Characters, again, Ben and Mom. Setting was a bakery. They bought bread there. Ben and Mom are the characters. They went to the library, and Ben found books about jobs. Okay, we can always make diagrams or plot out the story, the event of the story, to help us understand what's happening. Okay? All right, now I'm going to do a little writing here. Get this back up. And the question that we're going to write about, we're going to be asked, this is a writing prompt. What jobs are in Good Job Ben? What jobs are in Good Job Ben? Okay, so I'm going to write the topic, what jobs are in Good Job Ben. I'm going to restate the question when I write my topic sentence, and this is what we're going to be writing about. All you have to do is watch me. The story, comma, Good Job Ben. That's the name of a story, so I'm going to underline it. Tells about different jobs. Okay? One job. What's the first job they talked about? One job is being a bus driver. Another important job is they talked about being a school crossing guard. Okay, so I am answering the prompt, the question, what jobs were in the story, good job, Ben. So I restated the question into a statement so you know what we're going to be writing about. The story, Good Job, Ben, tells about different jobs. One job is being a bus driver. Another important job is being a school crossing guard. And another job is being a librarian. Period. Okay? We don't have to list them all, but we listed 3. And then I'm going to need like a closing sentence for my paragraph. These jobs are very important. I'm going to run out of room. To community members. These jobs are very important to community members. Okay, I have spaces between my words the best I could do. I have ending punctuation marks. Mostly they're periods because I'm writing telling sentences. Okay? What I want you to do now is read this story, Good Job, Ben, to your parents, and they can help you with the words you don't know. Okay? Read the story, Good Job, Ben, to your parents. And that's it for day 1 reading. I know that was a lot. So thanks for listening to me, and I'll be back shortly with day 2 reading for Tuesday, October 27th. Thank you.